What if simply changing your emotional intention changed your vocal technique? We know that our speaking voices naturally respond to what we're thinking and feeling. Every thought and every emotion creates a physical response that can influence the way the voice functions. The same is true when we sing. Sometimes those responses help us sing with greater freedom or energy, while other times they quietly pull us away from our best coordination, which means that expression isn't separate from technique. It's one of the things that shapes it. So it deserves to be practiced just as deliberately as breath support, resonance, registration, and legato. And that is exactly what we're going to do during this week's vocal warm-up. Hello, wonderful singers, and welcome to your COVO vocal exercise routine of the week. My name is Dr. Julia Nielsen, and I am the founder of COVO, short for Community Vocalizing, where our mission is to advance singers' vocal health, fitness, and longevity by providing creative vocal exercise routines. This month in our routines, we are exploring expression, not as something we add after good technique has been mastered, but something that we practice alongside it. Because after all, beautiful singing isn't the end goal. It's the means by which we communicate thoughts, emotions, and stories to another human being. So throughout this month, we are practicing maintaining healthy vocal technique while singing with expressive intention, helping you build a voice that is not only free and consistent, but genuinely communicative. So we're going to begin by singing a simple pattern with 5 different universal emotions. So research suggests that these emotions are accompanied by facial expressions that are shared by people around the world. Rather than being learned, these expressions are thought to be part of our common human biology. That's why they appear so consistently, regardless of culture or language or upbringing. So here's the pitch pattern, very simple. And the words that we'll sing in the first version of the exercise are meant to evoke a sense of happiness. Oh, what a joy. Try this with me. As you sang, what did joy do to your face, your breath, the sound of your voice? Next, we will sing with anger. I have had enough. Again, notice any changes to your coordination, your sound, or your comfort. I have had enough. Now we're going to sing the same melody in minor with sadness. I miss you so. I miss you so. I miss you so. I miss you so. we're going to stay in minor as we sing with fear. No, no, stay away. 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 And finally, we will return to major as we sing with surprise. I don't believe it. 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 Did anyone else's eyebrows move towards their hairline with that one? That is part of the universal expression of surprise. And contrary to popular belief, raising the eyebrows does not, in fact, raise the soft palate. So our next exercise is a messa di voce, one sustained pitch that gradually crescendos and then gradually diminuendos, all on a single breath. But here is the unusual twist. As we make these dynamic changes, we will connect them to an intensifying emotion. More on that in a moment. So we're going to start with a gentle ascending fifth on the oo vowel. Ooh, then we're going to crescendo through o and ah, diminuendoing backwards through those vowels o and oo until we finish with a quiet downward scale. So let's try that together once before we add an emotional intention. Here we go. One more time. Now comes the expressive challenge. Before each repetition, I'm going to call out an emotion, either joy, anger, or sadness. And as you sing, allow that emotion to keep intensifying through both the crescendo and the diminuendo. Try this with joy. Let's try it with anger. Sadness. So many singers unintentionally relax the breath and the body as the sound gets quieter. But did you notice that if the emotional intensity continues to grow, you may discover that your body stays more engaged even as the volume decreases. Let's try joy again. And how about anger again? Sadness again. did any of those emotions make your dynamic changes feel easier? So pick the emotion that seemed to help you the most, and we'll sing 2 more with that emotion in mind. For me, I seem to get the best vocal results with sadness, so that's what I'm going to repeat. Last one. Excellent job. So for our final exercise, which we will use to warm up the high voice, we're going to sing a simple descending octave. We're going to sing each one 3 times, first with the words, oh yes, and then, oh no, and finally, 3rd time, using whichever words and intention gave you the easiest, freest high note. So some singers are going to discover that, oh yes, encourages a freer, easier approach to the top note. Many others find that, oh no, naturally creates a stronger breath and body connection that helps the high notes. So neither is right or wrong. The goal is just to notice which emotional intention helps your voice function most efficiently. So let's start with, oh yes, oh yes. Now, oh no. Finally, your choice, oh no. And note the fermata there. Let's go on. Oh yes, oh no, oh yes, oh yes, oh no, oh no, oh yes, oh no, oh yes, oh yes, oh no, oh no, 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 oh yes, oh no, oh no. As we do 2 more, if this is getting high for you, you can sing 5ths instead of octaves. Last 2. Oh yes, oh no, oh no, oh yes, oh no, oh no. I think no is the winner for me. So I hope that the exercises in this routine have helped you start or continue to develop expressive freedom in your singing, expression that feels just as reliable and repeatable as any other aspect of healthy vocal technique. So if you enjoyed this exercise routine, we would love to keep singing with you. Every week we host 2 30-minute live vocal workouts on Zoom, and we'd love to have you join us. These sessions are absolutely free. We meet every Monday and Thursday from 6 to 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, and details on how to request our free Zoom link are in the description below. If you want to make sure that you don't miss any new Kovo warm-up routines, you can subscribe to the channel or use the link below to have each new vocal exercise routine of the week delivered directly to your email inbox. And finally, singers, remember, Regular vocal exercise is crucial for your vocal health, fitness, and longevity. Every time you show up at Kovo, you're going to get a creative vocal workout, expert coaching, and a community of friends to practice with. We'll see you there.